Athena is the goddess of wisdom, warfare, and handicraft. She was born from Zeus's forehead without a mother. Zeus's wife was so angry at him for having given birth to a child on his own that she conceived and bore Hephaestus by herself. Athena went into a competition for the patronage of the city against Poseidon. They each had to give the Athenians one gift, and Cecrops, the king of Athens, would determine which gift was better. Poseidon struck the ground with his trident, and a saltwater spring sprang up. This gave the Athenians access to trade and water. Athena offered the first domesticated olive tree, which brought wood, oil, and food. Athena won and became Athens' patron deity. Afterwards, Poseidon was so angry over his defeat that he sent one of his sons, Halirrhothius, to cut down the tree. But as he swung his axe, he missed his aim, and it fell on himself, killing him. Athena also transformed Medusa into a hideous monster with serpents for hair whose gaze would turn any mortal to stone after she discovered that Poseidon raped Medusa in Athena's temple, desecrating it. Zeus, the sky and thunder god, also known as the king of gods, was secretly raised. When he grew up, he used an emetic given to him by Gaia to force Cronus to disgorge the contents of his stomach in reverse order. First, the stone, and then his 2 brothers and 3 sisters, which were Poseidon, Hades, Hera, Hestia, and Demeter. After freeing his siblings, Zeus released the 100-handed Hecaton Chiries and the Cyclopes, who forged for him his thunderbolts, Poseidon's trident, and Hades' helm of darkness. A vast war, called the Titanomachy, broke out between Zeus with his siblings and the Hecaton Chiries and the Cyclopes against Cronus and the other 12 Titans. Zeus and his siblings fought from Mount Olympus, and the Titans fought from Mount Othrys. For this reason, Zeus and his siblings were called the Olympians. The Olympians won, and many of the Titans were confined to Tartarus. He married Hera, his sister, by whom he is usually said to have fathered Ares and Hephaestus. Zeus, however, was infamous for his many affairs with other goddesses, from which Athena, Hermes, Dionysus, Apollo, and Artemis were born. Hera is the goddess of marriage, women, and family. Being the wife and sister of Zeus, she's the queen of gods. She was one of the most jealous and vengeful gods, punishing women who laid with her husband and the children that came from it as well. When she discovered that Leto, one of Zeus's girls, was pregnant with Apollo and Artemis, she tried to stop the birth of both of them. She convinced the nature spirits to prevent them from being born, but Poseidon, brother of both Hera and Zeus, gave pity to Leto and guided her to the floating island of Delos, where she could give birth. She showed her anger towards Hercules too, another illegitimate child of Zeus. She sent serpents to kill him, but the newborn crushed them with his bare hands. She later drove him to madness, making him kill his wife and children, the event that then sent him on his 12 labors. Poseidon is the god of the sea and presides over storms, earthquakes, and horses. He was a horrifying and avenging god, and he was honored even when he wasn't the patron deity of the city. When Zeus's son Minos asked for Poseidon's help in order to certify his claim on the throne of Crete, he offered Minos a splendid white bull, with the understanding that he was to sacrifice the bull to Poseidon later. The Cretans were so impressed with the bull and the divine sign itself that Minos was declared king of Crete. But wishing to keep the beautiful animal for himself, Minos instead sacrificed an ordinary bull to Poseidon instead of the agreed-upon one. Poseidon, enraged, caused Minos' wife to fall in love with the bull. Their coupling produced the Minotaur, a half-bull, half-human creature who fed on human flesh.